Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakudash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Hamdallah Allah from Gemma, Chicago, and I'm just going to go into a quick lesson about, what was already, kept, right, since, last night, the Passover, right, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right, and, a lot of things, some interesting things, happened last night, right. The Passover was yesterday, and on top of that, Friday, at night, there was a blood moon, and the apostles, or Apostle Tahar, says that he never experienced where a blood moon landed on a Passover day, all right. And then we understand, in the scriptures, when you see, eclipses, when you see blood moons, when you see signs from the heavens, all right, it lets you know that, hey, terrible judgment is about to come upon 2/3 of Israel and the rest of these people, right? But I'm gonna bring out Exodus chapter 12, verse 15, because we just kept the Passover yesterday, right? And now we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But I'm going to start with verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. So we keep the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, as, part of our ordinances forever. All right, we're supposed to keep it. All right, because the Lord delivered Israel out of Egypt, and during the time of Egypt, the Lord sent out death angels, and killed those, the first young ones of the Egyptians, right? And in Israel, we were escaping the Egyptians on the Red Sea, and we had no leaven on us, right? And we were delivered by the Lord. We were passed over. During the time of Egypt, right? Israel, they had, blood wiped down on the sides of their doors, in their house, so that when the death angels came through, and when they see the blood post on the door, all right, they would pass over that household, meaning that those death angels were not going to slay those who have the blood posted on the sides of the door. All right. But keeping the Passover is a must. You have to eat the bitter herbs. Yeah, and you have to have the lamb, the unleavened bread as well. The tortillas, and especially, most importantly about the feast of the unleavened bread is that you had to be solemn. All right, you had to, you had to stay real solemn, right? Because Yahushua also crucified it. Yahushua suffered, or Yahushua went through many things worse than anybody else on this earth. And ultimately, Yahweh Shai sacrificed himself so that Israel, right, his remnant, his chosen, can receive his word in order to repent. But it says, I'll just read it again. This day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by ordinances forever. By an ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even in the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses, for whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And then, this shows you that the Lord is an austere man. He is serious. Alright? And now we're in the week of, we're in the feast of the unleavened bread, so you're not supposed to be eating anything with leaven in it. No baking powder, alright, no yeast, no baking soda, or anything that makes, food or, bread to rise, basically. No soda, none of that shit. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this self same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. And there, we have to keep the Passover. Right? We have to keep the feast of unleavened bread. Right? It's mandatory, and we have to observe it too. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, that even ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover, and ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in a basin, and strike it the lintel and the two sides posts with blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. And of course, we're here in the captivity. All right, Esau's in rulership. We can't perfectly keep the Passover here on this side, but hey, we're rehearsing the righteous acts, so we keep it to the best of our ability. All right, and of course, we can't use, blood to put it on the sides of our doors, in our houses. Right here on this side, because we're in captivity. Right, Esau's in rulership, and if cops roll up and they saw that, right, there will be a problem. So we keep it to the best of our ability. At some points, on the Passover, we are not able to keep, but for the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood on the lintel on the two sides posts, the door will pass. It's like the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he hath promised that ye shall keep the service. And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, What mean ye by this? That ye shall say, It is the service, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the house of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and people bowed the head and worshipped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And they, that's what we're doing. Even up to today, we gotta keep the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? And then, during the Passover, even before, or during or after the Passover, even the week of unleavened bread, right? The Lord sends forth mass judgment, all right? A lot of things happen, right? Especially on the day of Passover. A lot of people die. A lot of people get brutally killed, all right? But, even something more interesting is that, on this Passover night, there was a blood moon. And, especially in this time, the Lord is about to make it to where shit is about to hit the fan. All right? Shit is soon about to hit the fan. And when we saw the blood moon, all right, that's exactly what it's reminding us of what's about to happen. All right? Joel 2 and 30. And I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. And that's exactly what we saw. All right, blue moon. Of course, it wasn't like ruddy. All right, it wasn't as sluggy. It wasn't as red. Right, but it sure was a blood moon. And then looking at the worldwide events, with these tariffs and this impending government shutdown that's about to happen, and all this division that's going on with Esau, especially in the political view. All right, and Trump and Elon about to implement a new monetary system by June of 2025. Right, you very well know that any now and then any day now shit can hit the fan. All right. We're heading into some real perilous times, and the Lord is about to bring forth mass judgments. All right. And verse 32 says, And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, shall be delivered. From Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. And then, the only ones that are calling upon Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, is the Lord's elect. All right. Those are the ones who are going to be delivered in these last days. Matthew 24 and Matthew 24 and 22. And hey, the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. Alright? Because this year, 2025, can very well be the year where Esau does implement the RFID microchip. Possibly. Alright? We don't know yet, but it's what it's starting to look like. Alright? Especially of, looking at the worldwide events that are happening. Esau's crashing this economy on purpose. And he was about to roll out a digital system, a digital monetary system, March 9 or March 10, but then he moved it back up to June. Alright? A digital system was about to be implemented. Right? And the Lord is shortening those days for the elect's sake. Verse 22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And then, time is really speeding up. Alright? Remember, it was January, and all of a sudden, now it's March. Or, November to March felt like a short time to me. Alright? To me, it felt like it was quick. Alright? It went by so fast. Matthew 24 and 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree when his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that that it is near, even at the doors. And then, just like the parable of the fig tree, when we see when the branch, when the branches, spring forth out leaves, or that summer is nigh. Likewise, with these prophecies that are come to pass, with the MOTV, financial collapse, the brewing of World War III, these escalations, these tariffs. All right, the Lord is about to return and destroy this place. Says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass until all these things be fulfilled. And then, these prophecies, all right, they're going to have to come in order. All right, America does not get destroyed until the implementation of the MOTV, the RFID microchip, comes first. But anyways, that was its lesson. Alright, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.